I feel like things would seem difficult for you right now. It came to my mind as I was struggling with the cards that it seems everything seems very difficult. Maybe literally everything. Getting out of bed seems difficult. Figuring out this journey, figuring out yourself, figuring out what's going on. Take it day by day. Take it day by day. Sometimes this amount of challenges and difficulties that makes it impossible for us to visualize future, they serve exactly that purpose, to take it day by day. Let me do a few more, because I still want to do a couple of decks, and I want to tap into his energy in context of your connection. Are you seeing this? It's not, something is going in a completely different direction. Thank you. One more. There's a lot of air energy. So basically most of it is, we just have one card that is earth sign. And the rest is air energy. So I wouldn't be surprised if he was an air sign or ruled by air, which is, you know, stuck in his mind a little bit. We have cards of transformations. We have butterfly and we have the bat. So he is going through some sort of a change, right? And this is, you know what I'm hearing? You have to look at this that way, this collective. You are unhappy because he has cut you off. He has disappeared. You've entered a phase of separation, right? So you are very not happy. Things are not going the way you want to. But he is now embarking on his karmic quest and the most important journey of his life. So should you. You are being very narrow-minded here, this collective. I'm sorry. You are being you're seeing small picture. You are being a little bit egoistic here because you want him. You want this person. You want him to be with you, but you're not thinking that certain things have to happen for both of you separately to become who you were meant to be. Think of that unconditional love. Really sit on it. Maybe that's what you need to do. Either talk to someone that could explain this concept to you if there's something that you're not understanding, or sit on it, or contemplate on it, meditate on it. What it really is. Divines are here. True divine pairings are here to teach people love, to teach people relationships, to remove the shallow masks that currently, you know, exist when we talk about love. Love for people is now constantly wanting something. I want marriage. I want children. I want your money. I want you to have a better job. I want you to do this for me. I want you to do that. It's a thick, full of boxes. It's not true love. It's not unconditional love. Unconditional love is I love you. No matter where you are, no matter who you choose, no matter what you choose to do with your life. I may not choose to be with you if it's not for my greatest good and you're causing me pain. But whether I love you or not, that's unconditional. And when we love somebody, we want the best for this person. And when we feel that what this person needs is to embark on his or her solo quest, we let them do that. Look how different it is, right? It's coming to my mind, so maybe it's coming to my mind for a reason. How different of a person we are depending on our parents. Some people have those parents that are very possessive, that are very controlling, that distortion, right? Especially sometimes mothers, but fathers as well. This is how you have to be. This is who you have to be. You have to go to dancing classes. You have to go to language classes. You have to do this. You have to go to university, right? And you have to take care of your parents. You have to visit your parents constantly, right? And it's this control. Don't leave to a different city. Don't leave to a different country. You're going to abandon your parents, right? It's this very controlling, very full of conditioning sort of a mindset. Whether true divine parents, I love you no matter what you choose. You don't want to continue your education. You don't want to go to university. It's all right. I love you. It's your life. You don't want to do this and that with your life. You don't want to, get married, have children. You want to leave to a different country and embark. You don't want to call me every day. It's fine. This is unconditional love, understanding that we're not in a relationship or we don't have children for these people to do things for us. We are the only person that has to do things for us. And then depending on what other people do or don't choose to do for us, we take a decision how we want our relationship to look in 3D, but has no influence on how we feel about them. There is some sort of a clearance, there is some sort of a purge, some sort of a change, transformation, a liberation. I think he's embarking on a journey of liberation. It's just that he doesn't realize what it means. He thinks he's spreading his wings, but little does he know how this journey is going to look like. There's so much to be purged. He's not seeing things clearly. But see, I keep hearing that narrow-minded. And there's a reason for it, because I said this to you, this collective. You are being a little bit narrow-minded. You have to expand. You have to expand. You have to take a step back. You have to see the bigger picture. See the bigger picture. All right, let's do my oracle as well to see how is he doing when it comes to healing, what he's dealing with right now, and then we're going to tap into your connection. You affect them too. Number 54. They're showing me something specific. Solitude is calling. Solitude is calling him. You know what I was hearing? They were showing me like this moment in movies, right? Or in romantic movies or telenovelas where two people, you know, they love each other, but then it's usually a man, although sometimes it depends, but gets that idea in his head because of lack of worthiness that I'm not enough for you. I'm only causing trouble in your life. I'm going to remove myself forcefully from the situation. So maybe, obviously they're not seeing it clearly. Obviously it is a bit of a mask. I'm hearing deep down right now, they are acting from a place of, I want good for what's me. Everything that we said in the beginning. But there may be a little thought in their head. Our masculines are designed subconsciously to protect us. This is why oftentimes I explain to you guys that it's actually the masculine that abandons you and initiates the separation, because many feminines don't have the strength when it's time to embark on solo journey to say, no, don't call me again. No, it has to end. Sometimes we do it energetically, but many times it's actually the masculine to embark on that quest. It's part of the final trigger of our abandonment wound. Yet another person we love who abandons us. But it's also their subconscious mind knowing that you're not going to be able to heal when he's constantly around. You're not going to be able to rise into your feminine, to rise into your power, your divinity when he's constantly around. He's a distraction. So then he removes himself from that situation. It really requires a lot of strength. Many feminists, you guys don't realize how much strength it requires from them not to reach out to us, not to run back to us. in the beginning they do it because they're in fear and avoidance, and right, and then they sort of start to grow and transmute that energy, and they start to rise into their masculine power, and they're actually staying away because they know that they're not ready, and they already know that they want to give us all the best, right? That we deserve the real deal. We have Who Told You, number 4. Who told you? This is a worthiness card. Who told you you're not good enough? Who told you you're not good enough? There is a worthiness issue. He doesn't deep down believe, it's like, it feels like he's chasing dreams right now, but deep down he doesn't believe that he can achieve these things. Why so stubborn? Number 36. And what is your feminine showing you? He is being very, go hermit. We had solitude and go hermit sign. He is being stubborn, right? He is being stubborn, and he's not seeing that. Everything we said in first part, he thinks that he's resilient, that he's creating boundaries, that he's strong, that he's taking his own decisions, and in reality he's being stubborn. And stubbornness, it's a common shadow of masculine energy. I say it masculine because many women in their inner masculine are stubborn as well, but unfortunately men suffer from that a little bit more, because I want to read through this card. Stubbornness is not an indication of strength of character. 4. Or firmness. 4 is important because we have a card number 4, and I just got like 4. Transfer. Firmness of opinion. It's a big fat shadow, and it's time to recognize it. If you pull this card, your guides invite you to contemplate on it. Fear of vulnerability as a consequence of past betrayal, need of control to protect yourself, controlling, we talked about this, he's very controlling, fear of failure, need for validation. There are many wounds behind that shadow of stubbornness, but as long as a man is stubborn, he will never be standing in his divinity, because true divine masculine accepts the spiritual leadership of divine feminine. There's this, look at this whole energy. There's a lot of stubbornness and narrow-mindedness in your energy, in both of your energies. You have to lead the way to open your minds to possibilities, to endless possibilities. You're very, that's how I decided it. That's what I believe, that universe is infinite. You couldn't even imagine what universe has planned for you. You have to open your mind. You have to open your mind. And we have, what is your feminine showing you, number 16. And what I was hearing with this card is that this is this connection that you're not understanding, right? Our oversouls are always together and always connected. Our oversouls in true divine pairing, right? True divine twin flame pairing. Your oversouls, higher selves, right, are with each other from the day you were born. From the day you were born, his higher self was with you, always. From the day he was born, your higher self was with him always. This is also why this connection feels so familiar the moment we actually meet, because we have been with each other all this time. And energetically, on a level of consciousness, on a level of that soul, we're oneness. We're one frequency, sovereign souls, but we're oneness, right? And our oversouls, right, they know what you need. So his oversoul knows you to the very core, and obviously knows his avatar and his physical manifestation in this lifetime to the very core. These oversouls, who are you in reality, are the puppet masters, right? So you're constantly, this is why we say that in true divine pairings, you are each other's teachers and students, right? So you, from the level of you right now, you might not understanding, why is he abandoning me? Why is he leaving me? Why is he doing this? Why has he changed his approach? You're in pain, you're in mind fog. But he is actually following the leadership of your higher self, of your oversoul, the true divine feminine. You have to find your way back to her. That's your job on this journey. Your divine feminine is your ultimate mirror and your greatest teacher. Whenever uncomfortable feelings she's causing within you, they are there to help you understand yourself and your darkest shadows. Back to you. Whatever uncomfortable feelings he is causing and his actions are causing within you, they are here to help you to understand yourself. Think about the last time that person, I'm not going to say she because it's for both of you, you're mirroring, caused a storm of challenging emotions within. What is he trying to show you? What versions of you and your psyche you have buried and denied, and he is now illuminating? What shadows are you fusing that he's teaching you? You are not in your divine feminine. You are in longing. You are being controlling. You are wanting to control him, whether you accept it or not. All they want is freedom, right? Granted, right now he doesn't understand what that freedom means, because masculines, when they wounded, they really don't understand freedom. Freedom is a beautiful concept, very incredibly important for masculines. Again, you can go to my YouTube. There's a playlist, Divine Masculine playlist, and there's an episode about freedom. You will need to understand that concept as well. But right now you are you're chasing. You're taking away his masculinity because you're sitting in your masculine energy, because you're chasing, because you're wanting, because you're demanding. You're not leading spiritually. You're not being in your divine feminine. So what is he showing you? You feel he has left, he has abandoned, he has cut you out. What is he showing to you? That you're not focused on you. That your job as a feminine, his oversoul and your oversoul are guiding him to what he needs to do to put you on the right trajectory. Your job is to always look first towards the divine, towards God, towards your mission, towards your divinity, not towards the physical representation of your masculine. That is his job. It is his job. Another article is coming to my mind for you to read that, and there's also a video attached to that article on my website. If you go to Divine Love section, there's I believe it's the first one. There's an article about the triangle of flow, how we always look towards God, and then God blesses him with everything that he needs in the physical, so he can devote himself to us and be the protector and provider of the element of God that is the feminine on earth. And that's how the triangle locks in. It's 5:30 in the afternoon. It's completely pitch freaking dark, you guys. I don't know why I just said that. Maybe you're also a little bit down because of the weather. If you live in the northern hemisphere, it's really like, it is depressing. All right, let's tap into how does he feel when it comes to your connection. What's going on in that energy in terms of not his life, his career, his shadows. Let's leave that aside. We've done that already in context of your connection. We're gonna do some oracles as well, and then we're gonna do tarot. Okay, we have critical junctures and we have rebuilding. Number 55, that's a change. There's a huge energetic shift happening now in your connection on your path. But I feel this collective, whether you know it or not, you're resisting. You're resisting. You're not trusting. I know how I have control. I know now I have control of my life. No one is holding me captive and no one is controlling my circumstances. I recognize the power of my free will and now I choose to be happy. He doesn't know that yet, but for this collective, freedom is important for all masculines, right? But for this collective specifically, especially now, on this person's mind, on your masculine's mind, it's freedom. So maybe he feels like all his life he has been controlled. He has been pushed to do things that he didn't want to do. He has been, sometimes, men, it's coming to my mind, men are sometimes also, they feel that they control because they have women. It can be mother, sister, family member, it can be a girlfriend, a karmic relationship as well, that this woman is his responsibility. So he's responsible for, let's say, providing for her, taking care of her, right? So in a healthy flow, divine feminine, divine masculine, man is protector and provider, right? So he gives us things in the physical world and on a physical plane through his sacral. But if a woman is healthy, she accepts that, she raised this to the level of the heart, she gives him unconditional love, care, spiritual protection, spiritual guidance, inspiration, spiritual leadership, and the loop closes. But if a woman is distorted, she is only needy and controlling, she's like that baby that cannot exist. So maybe he had, that's coming to my mind for a reason, he had women in his life that was dependent on him, and now it feels that it wasn't really reciprocated, and it feels like they were blocking him from do certain things, to maybe there was some strong conditioning in his life, whether that's religious conditioning or family conditioning, that he couldn't follow his dreams, he couldn't be who he always wanted to be. And there's something about this freedom and controlling his life. He would feel like his life was being controlled, and he wants to regain that control. It's just that he doesn't know how right now. He doesn't know that it is through healing. You have to show him. It's going to be the independence. It's going to be incredibly important for this collective. What's coming to my mind as well, again, in the divine love section, in one of the articles, there's a list of qualities for divine feminine and divine masculine, distorted and healthy. Go there and literally print it out for yourself or write it in your journal. I want you to really tick those that you really feel that you've mastered when it comes to divine energy, and those that are still your shadows when it comes to distorted feminine energy. Your feminine energy will have to be on point, right? I feel you're not even realizing that right now, because you are in anxiety, because you are in longing, because you're not emotionally independent. This is the biggest heavy load on a man, when his woman is not emotionally independent, because men receive for their hearts, right? They're very emotional. You guys know that I always say this. They very naturally, in their divinity, they're romantic, they're gooey, right? So they are meant to give us strength in the physical. Provider, protector, physical protection, give those things in the physical, emotions, love as well, right? But with that masculine strength, whereas a woman, she has to be the master of emotions, because through our heart, we give to their heart. So the quality of our heart, and the heart is the bridge between the realms. The heart is the emotion, the heart is love, the heart, right? So the heart is freedom. So if we don't grant our men true freedom, and we're not stable, if you're unstable emotionally, how can you be the conqueror of spirit realm? We're supposed to be they're the conqueror of physical realm. We're the conqueror of spirit realm. We're shamans. We're the masters of the bridge. We're the gatekeepers, right? A feminine, if she's emotionally unstable, that out of balance, Queen of Cups, it's a horrible distortion. It's never going to create a divine flow. And this is what oftentimes create that fear of commitment within men, because they want to give to us, they want to protect us, they want to provide for us, right? But we have to be emotionally stable, emotionally independent. They don't know how to give that to us, because it is not their role. It is our role to build that emotional stability, to be that emotional anchor, to help them to navigate, to help them to understand and embrace their emotion. He's feeling trapped right now. He's feeling like he doesn't have that freedom. And maybe, yes, he feels that he loves you and you're special and you're different and he wants to run to you, but he feels threatened right now. Because unfortunately, you in your state, in that you are wounded state right now, you would take away that freedom. Everything that I teach you guys about femininity, freedom, chaos, creation, we liberate in all shapes or form. We teach freedom. I feel there's need to be a compromise in order to move forward. We both have blamed each other and accused each other of things. I want to heal all of this. I know we can rebuild. He wants to rebuild, but right now he's focusing more on rebuilding something different, something that he has lost. And if you truly love him, set him free. Set him free. Allow him to embark on this journey. He'll never find his masculinity and his divinity if you constantly energetically. This is why we say that nothing will really truly transform on this journey as long as the feminine is chasing the masculine, even energetically. You have to fully let go. You have to fully let go. This is your life. As long as the feminine is really in a place to say to her masculine energetically, this is your life. I know who I am. I know who you are to me, but this is your life. You are free. You are free. I will never bound you. I will never ask you for anything. I will never want anything from you. I will not even give you the emotional load. This is why they only return when we truly glowing in our authentic happiness and fulfillment. Because when a feminine is, I am happy without you, I am fulfilled without you, I am joyful without you, I am everything without you. This is where they feel that our companionship will never take away their freedom. Never. Because true divine feminine needs nothing from her masculine. I always say this to you guys, this is where our boundaries are. We know what it would take for them to do, for us to accept them back in our lives, but we never ask for anything. We don't, it's this codependency. Again, it's this lone wolf energy. It's important for this collective to understand. We are alone wolves. As long as he smells a little bit of shred of codependency within you, that he's going to come in and then you're going to be needy again, then you're going to be wanting things from him, he's not going to return. Because true divine masculine is all about freedom. And we are the ones that give them that freedom, that help them to spread their wings. He needs to rebuild on his own. I keep looking at that wolf at the bottom of my deck. New beginnings, number 46. We need to let go. We need to let go of our issues, work through our struggles, recognize what went wrong. You need to let go. It's time to let go. You are now, I always say this to you guys, always. Because we're one consciousness, because we're one frequency, because, again, yes, we're sovereign beings, but we are oneness. We are one, right? If there's a shred of shadow, if there's a shred of codependency, if there's a shred of distortion, this relationship will never work out. And you are still in longing, you're clingy, you're wanting things. Your happiness is dependent on him. When a divine feminine, I want to paint a picture for you, right? When a divine feminine is truly ready for union, this is the moment when you follow your mission, you prioritize yourself, you prioritize your mission, you prioritize how much you can do for this world, how much you can create a ripple effect and a change. And when your masculine returns, right, to checks in, to break no contact, to dip his toe in the water, as I always say to you guys, whether he's yet ready or not ready, until the moment that this message, this phone call, or even if he appears, causes zero disruption in your life, zero. Because you're here, okay, that's fine, but I don't want anything from you. I have zero expectations.